Best video game franchise. What do we like? We got sports games. We got action
Because
games.
now I can't hear nobody. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness, bro.
How did we get here?
What are we talking about?
Right.
And it's always the high pitched, like, oh my god!
Put both of them. I'm not a sports guy. You could put both of those games in front of me. I would not know the difference.
Shut the hell up.
Connect to my Xbox. So whenever I go traveling, I don't need to.
But that's stupid. That's like, that point is stupid. That's like saying, you know what? iPhone's better because I can connect it to my iPad.
They'll only respect you more though if you don't come out on this podcast and go talk to them first before you officially come out the closet.
You gotta do what you do, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. Kiss some toes, eat some ass, you know.
Mike had a vasectomy and still had a baby.
Vice City was the one.
Oh!
Yes!
You might have just won me over. Vice City is the greatest GTA ever.
I just started Death Note. I've never watched it, and I was just.
Oh my god!
Well, you're bottom heavy. Your legs are muscular. You're up.
Do you think my ass is fat? That's crazy. We gotta end this conversation.
That's not
Thank you guys for streaming Brilliant Swag. Oh, we're fucking here. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right. Welcome to this episode of Brilliant Motherfucking Swag. All right.
Well, Ian's on here, so we got to take the brilliant down a little bit. But
ooh, damn.
Let's go ahead and clap because Victor's his first episode.
Yes, you have a new face. You have a new face, and don't be coming at Ian. All right, he be watching my streams. All right, I got love for him.
All right, you got 3 people now. Woo!
That's crazy. Actually, 4. Don't get it twisted.
Is he watching your stream on Twitch, or are you talking about the OnlyFans?
Sometimes the OnlyFans, but usually the Twitch. Yes. He's actually anonymous on OnlyFans, and you just outed him. So fuck you for that. Nah. So we're here. We're talking about false accusers. All right. Does anybody know like in what ramification we're talking about this on? No.
Well, how about the latest one, the DoorDash girl? Does everybody know who I'm talking about?
No, I didn't hear about
what
that.
about?
I think I heard of the story.
Okay, so the story is she gets a DoorDash to deliver some Wendy's. She comes to a guy's house. His door is wide open, and he's laying on the couch.
Yeah.
She thinks he's pretending to be asleep. His pants is down around his ankle, and his junk is out in his hand. So, what does this woman do? Instead of closing the door, she takes a video of it. And then she goes to make several TikToks about how she was sexually assaulted, and he did it on purpose. Well, let's fast forward after, of course, the internet is split. That's sexual assault, which is weird because how is that sexual assault? But the other half said, why don't you just close the door? Come to find out from the Ring door camera, his door was cracked. It wasn't open. She pushed the door open when the instructions clearly said, deliver at door.
She a peeping Tom.
She pushed the door open, and instead of throwing a blanket on the guy and say, hey, she videos it, makes herself a victim, and now she could face up to 8 years in prison.
Wow.
Okay. Consequences.
Well, I think she's
Says
getting.
they're ruining her life when you just tried to ruin
somebody
someone
else's
life. And he was drunk. So he was verified passed out drunk.
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy.
That
She
is-
tried it.
I agree.
She tried it. Tell her to try again and get 8 years.
Zero says, whoa, look at the Funko Pop collection. Can we take a minute to appreciate it? No.
Ooh, oh.
Hey, well, you acknowledged it, so. I mean.
Hey, how long you been collecting?
Ian, what's your favorite Funko Pop you got back there?
My favorite one. Ooh, actually, that's a good question. Probably this one. Probably my Ichigo.
Okay. It's not a bad one. I like Ichigo. I have a story of a false accuser.
Against you?
Oh hell no. Who'd be false accusing against me? Everything I've done has been tried and true, and they all know it.
Okay, all right. Move on before you say. Move on.
And in other cases, no face, no case. So therefore, no. I have a friend. Who had this lady he was with, and they had, a drunken consensual interaction. And sometimes she likes to, I guess, unbeknownst to him, record their conversations. Mind you, he didn't say anything wrong in these conversations, but she does that from time to time. And she had taken to the cops one day that she did not have this consensual drunken situation with him. I think she even brought it up in the conversation that they recorded. If you had sex with me while I was drunk, isn't that a form of rape? And he's like, well, we are in a relationship.
Say grape. Say grape.
Grape. Sorry, grape.
Yes.
Is another form of grape. And he was like, we are in a relationship, 1. 2, it was consensual. Yes, 3, we were drunk, but the first 2 still apply. And you never took consent away. Are you now saying that, there's no consent? So she on her fucking dying hill says yes, that it is grape. And she had filed a whole thing with the cops and everything. And the cops end of the story, the cops was like, bitch, you're dumb, you're lying. They even told my friend not to make a statement. They're not even pressing it about the situation. But she definitely did try to pull a false accusation on him. What the fuck? What kind of world is this shit we living in? Yeah, that's my contribution. What's going on?
I just don't. And how do y'all feel about people make folk? Now, before we get into that, let's do a disclaimer. We talked about it before. We have the Me Too, and some people feel it's an overcorrection, but they feel it's an overcorrection because we didn't believe anybody, and now we have to believe everyone. So you do have a lot of these cases where people will make up these false accusations. Now it's so hard. People record everything. They have screenshots of ladies saying, if you don't do this, I'll say you forced yourself on me. And as a guy, what do? Because the first thing everyone's going to do, especially if you're a bigger guy, is not believe you.
Right.
Correct.
Immediately, unfortunately.
Can any of you think of a situation now that if you think back on it, you're like, man, that could have been rough? I'll give you an example. Back in my 20s, when I was in the Army, we used to go, in Texas, we used to go to the all-black club. I'm black.
Before you continue this story, get this off my face.
Oh, man, I forgot. I didn't know you were still up there with your big shiny head. So we went to the club, and then, this was back in the 90s, early 2000s. So
the
it's
80s?
No, I said the early 2000s, bitch. Learn how to hear. So we went to the club, but we were like, these black chicks, they're not coming home with us. They're going to go dance on you, and then they're going to go home. So we would go across the street to Oz where the others went, and we knew we could always get something. So we pull up, and this girl comes out with her friend. We're like, y'all want to go back to the barracks with us? And one of them says, yeah. And she hops in the car, and we go to the barracks, and it's what I thought in my 20s was a fun night. Not stopping to think 10 years later, I'm like, wait, you got 4 black dudes in a car with 1 white girl, and we're going to the barracks to have fun with her, and all she has to do is say something went wrong in Texas.
And it's Rap City.
We would have been.
Hell no.
We would have been cool.
Yeah.
You would have been strung up.
Do you have any instances where you look back on something and go, ooh, I probably should have thought better to get into that situation?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You weren't thinking at the time. Nobody.
Lucas, you better not say, yeah, you're way too young.
I have no experience.
Oh, you said, yeah, now you got to tell the story.
Uh-oh.
Damn, what story? I don't got stories.
You said, yeah, because I know Savion's got stories.
That's a crazy assumption, man. Come on.
Everybody has a story. Oh, Lord, y'all doing like the ladies, y'all shy.
No. I have stories, mind you, but I think I'm low. I'm like, I was the bait. So I don't even know if I should.
No incriminating stories, or you know of someone that had to go through this type of thing.
I look.
I don't know of
There,
anybody.
there is
Yeah,
a
I don't know of
person.
anybody, but me personally, I make sure it's like 100% all the way. You have to be like sober all the way, because also we're so that that's too risky of a game anyway. So yeah, I'd make sure everything's 100% beforehand.
Well, that's always good.
Definitely,
That's always
definitely.
good.
Especially if you like older too. If you're over like 21, then you got to think like they'll throw us under the bus in a second and without even any hesitation.
See, I I don't care. I'll speak from my experience. I'm usually the person, especially when I was growing up. I'm usually the person who was always seeking somebody who was like older, and that's why I was like, man, I feel like I was I was one not trying to, but like indirectly, I guess I was putting people in harm's way because I'd be like maybe 16, 17, and I'm talking to you. You might be like 25, 26. And I was like, hey, what's up? How we doing? What's going on? Let me slide. Like, what's going So, I mean, I'm not going to say names. Just these people were going. But yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Who said what? All she had to do was saying she was put a sign up in your car saying she's being kidnapped. Yeah, and then you're raps. I've definitely had people obviously not talk to me because at the time I was very young. So at least I didn't get caught up in nothing weird. So that's good for them. Good for them. But even if I were to say like, hey, is this person blah blah, I'm also a dude too. So I don't know. I don't want to say they won't believe me. But I don't think that was what was being thought of at the time. So
I also think it's very different when like an older woman dates a younger man, versus like a younger man dates like an older woman. Um, I remember talking to Keone a few weeks about this. I got into a relationship with some older woman, and I'm still in it, and it's
Yes.
super healthy. But I could definitely see how some people could see the situation weird, and especially if anything goes wrong, this is definitely something that could hurt one of us. Mostly
Would you
her,
say you're
probably.
being groomed?
No, definitely
No, I'm
not.
kidding.
It's all voluntarily. I don't
Well,
think
good,
groomed is a
good.
good word.
That is
It's
funny.
not. It is definitely being thrown about a lot.
He's not being groomed, but something he did tell me that's probably going to embarrass him. She did have to tell him one time, "Slow down, young fella. It's not going anywhere."
I did not say any of this bullshit.
That's being taught.
Yeah. There's a difference
That's being
between
taught.
lessons and nah. That did not happen.
Yes, tell me more, Lucas. Come on. I'm trying to hear him.
Absolutely.
She had to tell Lucas no butt stuff. Okay.
No words have been exchanged about that, so I think it's on the table still.
Oh my God. Oh man, no. But how much? What's the age difference?
See, that's the part I'm embarrassed about, but like I don't know why I should be. I think it's
Well,
about like
don't be
eight,
embarrassed. We
8
talk about
years.
this all the time. You said you both
Yeah.
are happy and healthy, right?
Happy and healthy, yes sir.
So fuck everybody else's opinion.
Yes sir. 8 years.
Right.
8 years.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad at all. My wife was 8 years younger than me. She used to annoy me because she would go, your basic training poster pictures that you look at? I was in the 5th grade. I said, yeah, but you're 24 now. Could you stop saying that?
Look at the comments, Keone.
I'm just waiting
What?
for it, dude.
Well,
I'm just
God.
waiting
Oh
for
my
it.
god.
No.
Not that one. It's the next one.
I don't know. Zero, just listen. Just say you're the king of the Lucas fan club. Zero.
I do not beg to be pegged. I beg to not be pegged. No butt stuff in this relationship. No butt stuff.
That's something I stay
Same
away
guy said,
from.
move on.
Yeah, that's a no-go zone.
Same guy said, we
Stay
moving
away
on.
from it.
Lucas is already telling company, if you go in my room, don't open the 3rd drawer.
I don't got drawers like that.
But to touch on the previous comment that was up there, Zero did say there were a bunch of false accusations happening while he was in the Marine Corps. And it was an unspoken rule to never date a female Marine if you're a male because they will and might cry wolf. And he said he actually saw it happen multiple times.
It definitely happens when someone gets an emotional attachment when we said this is not going to be, something that you want to be emotionally attached to. Or the flip side of that, somebody's making promises
and they ain't keeping it.
That they ain't keeping. I'm not saying that's an appropriate response.
It's not, but people lash out when you black out. I've done so.
Now, Savion, you're from the South. Lois from the North doesn't make it a different, but it is a big difference in the South. Victor, where are you from?
From Delaware.
Oh, geez, never mind.
Never.
Savion's from the South. Was that because you're younger than me, so I don't know how much of that was a fear of like dating a Caucasian woman in the South when you were younger.
Only thing I'd really say was an issue is their grandparents.
Oh,
yeah, because then a lot of them they'll say, like I've experienced it. They'll say, "Oh, I did who I want, and this isn't their relationship," and then I don't care what they say, and then they do it to be rebellious. But if you know they are, racist and like why, that just makes it worse. Because say if they got to watch the kids or something like that,
you're weaponizing me.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really go for that kind. I don't. You just got to really know who you're messing with. Like get to know them first. But if it's like a like one thing, like a one night thing, then
it's never cool when you hear the parents in the back going, "Look what you're doing to this family! You're tearing us apart." So wait, Vic, you said you can agree with that. Now you are in Delaware, but everybody thinks, well, if you go up north, everything's acceptable.
Nah, that's not true. From my experience, it's always from my experience, the Caucasians always seem to gravitate towards chocolate, but it's more for experience. It's more so of experience, like the fantasy or whatever, like that. Strong, muscular, for me anyway, a strong, muscular guy. And so, but it's not about anything more than that. It's just more so just the experience. That's what I feel. Because at the end of the day, they go back to their, and do what they do. But that's just how I see it, though. And then you always got to deal with parents or something like that being racist or anything like that. Like they wish they could be if they want to be with you. It's always, oh, I know my family, my father wouldn't approve of this and things like that. And so how I look at it, it's kind of like if they're really into you, then you have to be careful, but you're not into them. And if it goes bad, then that's when I feel like you could be accused. Well, you know what I mean? Just because they're in their feelings about you not feeling the same way about them. So you have to be very careful. That's from my experience.
That's that thing I was talking about, feelings. And like
that's why I'm straightforward.
That's like Savion said. Are you here because you like me, or are you here because you want to make a point to your parents or grandparents?
Yeah, see, me and Keone talked one time, and a lot of the time today, it's mainly, it's like lust. It's like a fetish, like a social media fetish. It's not even really real because a lot of them they'll do it, and then afterwards, like he said, they go right back to their color. So it's like a joyride when they're young. When they get older, they go right back to their kind. And they're
now look, some people are gonna think he's being silly. Not silly, but he's being a little extra with that. But I literally had a group of friends, and I was out with them. It was four white chicks, and one of them said, "I never had sex with a black guy," and the other three gasped, as if she never won the lottery or something, right? And they said, "Why? Why? What?" As if I wasn't standing there, like, "You have to." And she's like, "Well, the one black guy I was gonna have sex with, he had a little thing, and I didn't want to waste my one black guy fuck on a guy with a little." And they all looked at me. I said, "Well, I guess that's valid." I was like, "What?" It was so weird. Like, what are you talking?
Insane.
It was the gasp for me that they were all shocked.
Savage.
That she hadn't slept with the black guy. What does it say? I feel him on this. I had an exact experience like this in my junior year in high school, and it turned me off from white girls after that.
It'll do that.
We're not generalizing for anybody out there that's about the poo-poo. We're just talking about some experiences we had.
To expand on that, like I always had a situation.
Yeah, Ilian, tell us how the white guys are.
But it's what no. Uh, but no,
Look at Haley. He's so tired of me messing with him. Go ahead, man. I'm just messing.
because of my hair, I always had white girls coming up, touching my hair, be like, "Oh, your hair's so pretty! Oh, your hair's so pretty!" Especially like when I don't have it braided down, so it's like the curl pattern I got. So like that turned me
Okay,
away.
curl pattern.
Like,
I said, okay, curl pattern.
but I like that turned me away because I thought being in a relationship with somebody else other than black people would just automatically all they would be concerned about is my hair, my hairstyles, my look, nothing other than what other things I bring to the table, of course. So I'm like, that's just annoying. So yeah,
Lo, that's for you. I can't see all of them.
Oh, what I say? Fair, especially if she just wanted a good experience. Might as well get the whole package if you're going to do experiments.
The true alpha Mike. I should have been on it. Wait, is that Mike?
Damn it, Mike.
I believe
That
so.
can't be Mike. How is he talking more in the comments than he does when he's on the actual fucking episode?
That's funny.
I know a lot of friends like that. They don't say a lot when they're face to face, but in text, and it's like a Harry Potter novel.
He's so annoying. He's so annoying. Go tend to
He
your
said,
8 kids and
he
leave us
said,
alone.
yes, it's me.
What do you think? So we know what happens when people get accused of something, and we know what that can do for their life, which rightfully so. But in many states, nothing happens when it's been found out that the accusations were false.
Right, and that's been happening for years, centuries. You know, Michael Jackson, he got accused of a whole lot of stuff we know he didn't do.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
Emmett Till. Emmett Till.
yeah. Emmett Till. He was. I wouldn't say obviously not the first, but he definitely opened a lot of eyes for us
Yeah.
to kind of be because yeah.
Even
The DoorDash one is the most recent one. You've had a lot of
Yeah, that's
And that
crazy.
one's funny because you got
Yeah.
video footage. You got video evidence of this girl really trying to play in his face. So it's just like,
I think
and
I'd be really terrified if I was NBA, NFL, major. No,
hell yeah.
oh, jeez, I don't know how they do it. Entertainers uh, that are worldly known with money
Mhm.
and athletes with money get caught up so much.
What was
Lifestyle.
and
Well,
when
another thing too, I
You
think
got to start
honestly is,
recording.
is social media too. Like a lot of people, they want to go viral. Like it'll be like a lot of women
15
will
seconds.
mess with like a
Mhm.
athlete or something, and then the first thing they do is they'll send screenshots of the text or so and so bought me this, so and so bought me this. But at the end of the day, they look stupid because if you have millions of dollars, what is it for them to spend a couple of thousand or $100 on you to sleep with you?
yeah.
Like, what do you gain from it? It's stupid. You're just
Yeah.
playing yourself.
And
Yeah.
Victor was right. Victor just said, what did you say, Victor? Oh, you got to record.
About-
That's what saved those hockey players. They recorded themselves asking her, "Are you okay with this?" And she was the one that kept coming out going, "Isn't anybody going to screw me next? What's happening?" Like she was the aggressor with these 4 guys in the
Yeah.
room. And
He said,
then
I'm wide open.
tried to cry after it. And they asked her several times on the video, "Are you cool with this? Are you cool with this?" And she kept saying, "Yeah." And they had a group text. And they tried to use the group text against them, saying that they were colluding, which they weren't, because in the group text they said, "Hey, this is going to get real. We all need to just tell the truth. There's no reason to make up stuff or say what didn't happen. We recorded. Just say what happened."
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "See, they were trying to get their stories together." No, the guy said, "Just tell the truth."
Where does they get a story together? They're just,
I
um,
think at the end of the day, I just think all women are really chasing that bag, and you got certain women that's straightforward about it, and they'll tell you straight up, like, "Hey, I'm about that bag." But then you got other women that go about it a different way, and that's when it comes to accuse and set someone up like they're in love. But really, at the end of the day, it's all about them making money or living a certain type of lifestyle. Majority of it, from my experience, because I lived in South Beach for over a year and a half, and that's what a lot of women don't matter if they're married or not.
So this is why I don't talk to people. You
You
know, the
talk to
thing.
people. You're talking to us.
Or rather,
No,
or rather,
what
this
I,
is why I'm so brutally honest with people.
what I was gonna
Yeah.
say too is that you know, like the title asks, what's the real cost? Even if it is just an accusation, it's not like fully rooted in truth or whatever. Even it could be like whatever. The thing about it is, um, those accusations stick even if you're proven innocent. Like people still gonna be
Yeah.
like, well, they
Yeah.
did say that that man was sleeping around doing a little something on the weird side with a little boy, a little girl, whatever. And they like, even though you were proven that you did not,
It leaves a
they're
stain
still looking at
in
you
their
like you
record.
kind of did.
That's the
Yeah.
court of
Your
public
job,
opinion.
your
Yeah.
jobs could disappear because of it. People who claim that they were your friends start distancing themselves just in case those accusations have some type of truth to them, even if you were proven innocent. Um, and especially if these things get posted online, that's your social media permanent record
That's
right there.
really
So it's
when you
like,
know you don't know your friend. Because every friend I have, if you come and tell me they did something, I can tell you right now if it's true or not.
Mhm.
I could look at a friend who's a pretty good guy, but if you told me, you know what, he was doing this, I go, you know what, okay, I can see it.
yeah, they
I
put
don't
it
want
in
to
your
believe it,
head. You
but
That's
I
start to
right.
can
see it.
see
That's
it.
right.
Innocence does not travel faster than accusations. You're fucked. Like I'm gonna just stay to myself. Y'all get
Defamation
the
of character
chance.
is such a hard thing to
People
prove,
live
man,
for gossip.
because you
Yeah,
have to prove that it financially hurt you, and you have to prove someone's intent. That's why defamation of character is so hard in court because you have to prove intent and you got to prove how this financially affected you.
Oh wow.
and they
Yeah,
don't even want the legal system too doesn't even like to get on these ones, mainly because it's hard to do so without discouraging real reporting. And so you're just like, how do we get the truth?
when people want to be
Um,
first.
we right. um, what was I going to say? It's so like the system is designed, as everybody knows, to avoid silencing victims, but it also avoids confronting abuse of the system. So it's just this nasty fucking circle on how to get to the bottom of shit. And then also because proving intent is also hard.
Randall said people don't believe in redemptions, even though people believe praying for forgiveness washes away your sin. I think
Woo!
people do believe in forgiveness. You just have a couple different things. Some people believe in forgiveness. Some people will never forgive you because they get on a moral high horse as if their life is perfect. That's number one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Like
part.
all the people that get mad at someone from cheating, and I look at them like, you cheated twice.
You cheated
Um,
3 times before you got
yeah.
told.
And then there are people that don't believe people who give these bullshit apologies.
Hmm.
If I have to apologize for something, I know you handwrite the apology so that you don't slip up, but I'm just going to give an authentic apology, non written.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd rather
I
mess
agree.
up and give my apology if it's sincere than have some chat GPT or PR firm or lawyer write up this extensive robotic apology that nobody believes.
It's somewhere within it, like somebody's needing to take accountability.
Yeah.
um and I think a lot of people do struggle with taking that, because I feel like if you take the accountability, you kind of take the power away from the anger or the betrayal or whatever that somebody feel like they feel in that moment, so that you can get to a point of forgiving or changing or whatever the case is. But if you don't feel like you're sorry, if you don't feel like XYZ, it gets real negative.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but can y'all see yourself apologize for something that you're not sorry about?
No, I'm not going to.
Nah,
No.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not going
Now
to.
If
look,
I do, I mean it.
now look, everybody said that and I just said it too, right? It's a bit
For everybody.
different when that Coca-Cola deal is on the table and you need to apologize to get this $8 million.
No.
Then that changes things. Now
That's
anger
why
is
I just laughed. I didn't say nothing.
yeah,
That is interesting. I would say that, but
because everybody
If I
always
didn't know and I wasn't aware,
no, because everybody always talks about, when you ask people a hypothetical, would you do this for $1 million? They're like, no, I have morals. I have this. You ain't never had $1 million opened up in front of you either.
right. But yeah, as far as that's concerned, my particular stance is I'm not going to apologize unless I actually physically and mentally know that I've done something wrong that I need to apologize for. And the same way is with someone else. If somebody's done wrong to me, don't apologize unless you actually understand what I'm mad about, why I'm angry, what you did, and you understand like why you're apologizing. Don't apologize to me unless you understand why you're apologizing.
Correct.
Yeah, and I'm gonna answer this because I knew this was coming from somebody. So, would you sacrifice your morals, authenticity for money? That's a layered question. It's not a yes
It
or
is very
no
layered.
because it depends on which moral you're talking about and how much money. Now, is that
Case by
sacrificing it?
case scenario.
No. But if I did something that really isn't hurting anybody, but somebody got offended and it's going to affect my bag, probably,
There's been
not,
a lot of people who've done it.
you know. But let's say I saw somebody grape someone and they want to pay me off. No, that's not happening.
Uh,
It really depends on what the issue is,
Correct.
you
They're
know.
gonna pay you They're gonna pay you 500 million to look the other way.
No, I can't because I wouldn't. Not enough money in the world is going to stop. You're talking to a person that suffers from PTSD from being deployed. You don't think I'm going to constantly have nightmares and visions if I saw that happening? Not that I have the knowledge of it happening. I saw it happen.
I mean, I have to take the 500 million and still turn his ass in.
Yeah, I'm gonna find
Yeah,
a way how to
No,
make it
that's
happen.
true, but
He ain't
no,
gonna
no,
use it
no,
where he's
no.
going.
That's
what if
true, but you don't. But what if you run the risk of soon as you take it, and then here we go. It was a setup.
Well, I
Action.
mean,
yeah, well, we got to also
nobody's
remember
that smart.
that's the
You
whole
got
thing.
Nobody's that smart.
Yeah, says
I mean,
everybody
also,
who's been set up.
I say a great way to put it too. Keanu do got a point. People have different morals. Like a prime example is when you see those posts on Instagram and it's like, "Would you kick this baby for $1 million?" Some would be like, "No, he's sweet." But me personally, $1 million, like,
$1 million is $1 million.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. People have different
So you
morals.
gonna kick that baby in the head? Is what you're
Do
saying?
you know how
See, you're going
pissed?
into detail. I didn't say
Oh,
detail.
yeah, yeah, he didn't say all that. Because you know how pissed. And first, see things like that you can get around because you didn't say how hard I had to kick the baby.
Yeah,
Right.
Why are
exactly.
you
That's what I'm
picturing
saying.
me
Like,
booting
there's
this
no yes or
baby
no question. Depends on
across the
the
room?
situation.
Yeah.
And
Or
you know how pissed that baby's gonna be when he grows up and realize that you didn't take the million and give him some of it.
I
so man,
said some people would have kicked that baby for
you
free.
know, just like the one
Exactly.
where,
Exactly
just
my
like the
point.
one,
People have different morals.
just like the one that said like, would you hit your wife in the face for $1 billion? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Well, that's yeah, but there's a caveat to that. Most people that aren't abusers say yes because their wife would physically abuse them for not taking the $1 billion. Like they want to hear you say no. Oh, I love you, but they really want you to say
right.
yes so we can take this $1 billion.
Like,
Yeah,
take that damn money and get
absolutely.
the fuck out.
And again, it's
Right.
not saying how hard you have to hit them.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Exactly.
Give a love tap.
Because you have two types of moms. Moms go, you better not slap me for $1 million. And then you get a mom like mine, like, if you don't slap me, I'll beat your ass. She will grab that table and say, go ahead, son.
She'd be like, I'll slap you if you don't slap me.
Because as soon as I slap her,
That
she
wasn't
will
the
be
deal,
like,
though.
when do we get what?
He said, "I'm gonna slap you if you don't slap
Right.
me." And that wasn't the deal, though. I have to slap you.
Yeah, moral
Oh
moral
no.
compasses get pushed and moved around all the time. So if it's something that's really, really damning and damaging, no. But if it's something that I can avoid, you know, going into deep depression about, probably. Look,
Yeah.
last time I went to a restaurant, they don't take good looks and well wishes. They take money.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't take vibes. They take
Facts.
money.
Yeah, you changing the trajectory of your family off of that. It's not an easy question, and people who answer that
Yeah.
hypothetical so easy, I'm like, you lying.
It's different when it's in your face.
I'm just looking at everybody's face staring at something else right now. All of
You
you.
know, there's one example that I keep thinking about. The
Uh-oh.
real cost, Johnny Depp. Man, I would love to
Oh,
see another Pirates of the Caribbean, but all of a sudden we can't have that same real authentic actor because of the false accusations that occurred.
Yeah,
And we
it
got a
still
lot of
lost
good
deals
moments
'cause of
out of
it.
it, but
you know it's sad, and you know it was really eye revealing to that. Everybody here has exes, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you have exes that, if push comes to shove, they'll say good things about you. And you have exes, no matter how good you were, they ain't got a damn nice thing to say about you. When
Probably.
every one of your exes comes to your defense, no matter what y'all went through, and says you wouldn't do this,
That says something.
you run from. They kept saying he runs from conflict. He doesn't push and fight conflict. He runs. It kind of looks bad on you. Kind of looks bad on you. But who else got messed up? Lee Majors got messed up too, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think so.
Uh,
Yeah.
and
What's
Kang,
that
he got
story?
messed up
Yeah.
from accusations. And then you get some accusations and you look at the person and you go back and watch. So like what made the rounds last month? It was the what's the guy from Blackish?
Anthony Anderson.
Anthony Anderson. Go back and watch. I think it was it Drew Barrymore? One of these girls had a talk show and he was on it, and just look at how he talks to her and what he talks about. And she was underage. It was insane.
Mm-mm.
It was. Lo, what are you doing?
We are
What's over there in that top
setting up
right corner?
YouTube.
Because you're over here like Ian, when we could tell he's playing video games.
We're setting up YouTube.
I was looking up some different options.
Okay, here's one for you. Christopher says, a man asks a woman, would you sleep with me for $1 million? Yes. How about 750,000 US? 100,000? Yes. $10. What kind of woman do you think I am? We have already established that we are negotiating. Hey, listen, what was the wrestler from the $8 million Man? Everybody's got a price. Everybody's
Name
got
it.
a price. And if you say they don't, well, if you say, well, preachers don't, look at a mega church.
Mm-mm.
Everybody's got a price. Is that a wrong statement?
No, it's not a wrong statement. I feel like it's a statement as old as time, one would say, right?
I think it's a wrong statement.
You don't feel like you got a
do?
price?
For myself, I don't have a price.
Hey, it's like
What
that.
I'm saying is, it's no amount of money. If it's something I'm not going, it doesn't matter. That's just
Yeah.
for me, though.
I
He's
feel like
saying
people
that-
say that until the
Depends
money's
on the topic. What the price is.
Victor's saying that, but if he pulls up that phone and they say check your phone and there's $1 billion in there, he lying.
Nah, I'm telling the truth.
You
I'm
ain't
telling
never
the
seen
truth.
that many zeros in your account.
I
You don't
understand.
understand how many zeros in your account that is. It's so easy to say that.
Nah, but this is what I can say. Regardless of what, when I pass away, I take nothing with me. I live with that
Yeah.
principle.
They
So with
say
that being
that.
said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. My
It's true.
principle, my principle. So that's what it is for me. It doesn't matter anything I can gain in this world. I can't take it with me the next life.
You're gonna be mad when
That's
you go
how I
to
look at it.
heaven. You're gonna be mad when you go to heaven and you go on the tour and you say, what's those big houses up there? Oh, that's the people that took their stuff with them. Well, you told us not to do that. We never said that. Y'all said that. You'll be mad. How I'm in heaven working.
All right.
The lowest of the low. You starting from the bottom,
Right.
literally.
Right.
Oh my
Oh, zero
I'll
god.
find a way to make that money if that's the case. But what I'm saying, it won't be that you can just got amount of money, you can just buy me out. I feel
Right.
like that's like you pimping me out like I'm a little prostitute. And like, oh, how much?
I'm-
Man, that's nothing.
No,
Nah,
no, no, no,
it's
no,
not
no.
gonna
See,
happen
you
like that.
missing what he just said. See, you say a
Everybody with
prostitute.
a right to
That's
deal.
the $10 offer. What I'm saying, Victor, you're correct. I'm not going against that. Well, all my point is when people say that, they also haven't seen. It's easy.
Yes.
All I'm saying is it's easier to answer hypotheticals when they're not actually happening.
Right.
I can sit here all day and say what I wouldn't do for $50 million until I actually saw $50 million. Look at the stuff that you've done in your life for far less than that you go back and say, did I really do that? And you did it for free.
Right.
So you did it
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
for
saying.
free.
I've been in situations though, not that much money though, but I've been in situations where like, yeah. So that's why I'm only speaking from my experience and what I know. I know what I would do and what I wouldn't do, regardless of what. That's all.
You have to have a motto like Ian. Ian said, "Look, I'm not gay, but in this economy, $50 is $50."
I don't think Ian said that.
That's why he dropped
Yeah.
his head.
He also didn't say nothing though. He didn't object either.
How you think he got that big old Funko Pop collection? Why is he twerking?
I saw that too.
Did you just go get a display sword?
There's nothing to display about this sword.
Okay, I have 10 of them. You can come up here anytime you want. And I'm trained.
I am too.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see, little sparrow. Lois out. Savion, you're in charge.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. All right, let's keep it going.
Take over.
But no, I do agree though. Everyone has like a price. Believe it or not, everyone has a price.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, I was playing with that phrase. I think everybody has a price, but like Victor says, it also depends on what you're pricing me about. You can't do crimes against groups of people or vicious things and want to pay me to keep it a secret. And then you run into this problem. You do take the money to cover up the bad thing. You're not going to enjoy it if you are a person with morals. You're going to spend most of the time spending the money trying to make yourself feel better.
Well, if you think about it, you literally just
You're right.
explained Hollywood.
Or you're either going to
Yeah.
oversaturate yourself with stuff, or you'll be giving it all away, trying to help every organization known to man to cleanse yourself of what you did.
But then it's like at nighttime when you go to sleep, you're still going to think back like, man, I knew I wouldn't have done that before.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they give you so much money, but it's not, it's not going to cover the wound.
Well, what's a settlement? I sued my last employer and they settled because settling says they don't have any liability, that they were wrong, and you weren't right, but they're going to give you an amount of money to satisfy you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, but on that point, it takes me back to the Michael Jackson thing. I just heard recently that he settled at a court for like $25 million.
Mm-hmm.
But like the lawyer was like, "Oh, so that's all you needed? Like you didn't want to see this man like in jail because he supposedly messed with your children? Like if that was my child, like I would definitely take you to the full extent of the law. $25 million isn't going to be worth enough to make me feel like I got
agree.
deserved out of that."
Well, I mean, okay, now 25 million. If you work at Chick-fil-A and Burger King and they're giving you 25 million, you're probably going to take it. But the Michael Jackson thing is so complex. Because here's the thing, and this is how I look at it. Thousands and thousands and thousands of kids went through there. But we hear from the same three people.
Mm-hmm.
One of the kids' mom had already sued somebody else for the same thing. All three of the kids from the big important case, nobody could tell you what it looked like. As a person who was unwarrantedly touched when I was little, I can tell you to this day what it looked like. But they couldn't even tell you what it looked like. And it's just like everybody we've seen, whether it's P. Diddy, whether it's R. Kelly, whether it's Bill Cosby, no matter who it was and how much money they had, people come out the woodworks.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the woodworks?
I got a hot take on that, and this is just me. This may sound crazy. Well, with the Diddy thing, I think people, they overlook that when they were coming to the parties and doing this and that, they were having fun getting the money. It wasn't an issue. But now that he's locked up and one person says it, now everyone's like you said, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too. And it's like you have to take accountability as a person.
Well, it's not everyone saying me too with him. It's not everybody, number
I mean, they're
one.
proving it, but still, I
It's
mean,
just,
they
it's just the people that were violently abused are the ones who are saying me too. But you have to understand why they're saying me too now. They couldn't say me too back then because people were losing their lives and property back then. You got to remember, you're at the party. You come to my party, Xavier, and you have a really good time. And you get woken up the next morning with a phone call with someone reminding you aggressively that not a damn word should be said. Why do I need help to do that? If you need NDAs at your party, that's already a problem if you need that.
right. Well, I wouldn't even go to the
I, I,
party. Period. If I know that's going to be an outcome, I wouldn't go. Period.
What's also crazy
I,
is that
oh
people
yeah, let
would
me.
go to these. I was gonna say the people who actually were experiencing the bad shit that was going on, they would say something to people, but because they didn't want to be excluded from these parties, they were like, "I can't help you." So that's another crazy fucking angle for that. It's like, dang, so you want to go to this predator ass's party as opposed to helping somebody you call a friend.
Mm. Message.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I had one thing. Hold on,
But
give me a
if we
second.
think about the whole, if we think about everything as a whole, no one wants to be that person that stands out. Then they're going to be looked at. If you was to go to that party, use the one to speak out, then everyone's going to be looking at you different, and no one wants to take that pressure, that heat as well. So that's probably another reason why no one said anything as well. It's just kind of
People,
following everyone else.
people are
Yep.
But
weak.
just like you said, well, being a follower, the opposite of that is being a leader, and there's not many leaders in this world of
Mm-mm.
every single topic. So if you be a leader, it may be more cons, but it may be less pros, but the pros may outweigh the cons. So just take the
Yeah.
risk.
Don't be afraid to take the risk is where this conversation is headed. Like you see
Very
something,
much.
obviously say something. Um uh I wanted to touch on something I was looking at today, but it has nothing to do with what this is. But we were kind of segueing into it, but we won't. Um Now the next thing I wanted to get into was I guess the type of culture that we are, I think, trying to not even the trying to, but I think what we live in. There's two when it comes to this situation. I feel like there's the believe first culture, and then there's the verify culture. And I feel like the society we're in, um, as soon as somebody gets accused, it is treated as a conviction. That person is whatever that person said has happened until you can, like you said, until proven innocent. So I think he only had that test on this as well, where it was like, do we believe all, um, or oh no, that's what he said. It went to not believing instantly to believing everybody now.
Yeah.
So how do we get to a point where like we get to or I should say when did asking for evidence become controversial?
Guilty until proven innocent. But
Yeah, I'm
people
gonna say, oh, my bad.
but people tend to like get offended when you start trying to film them,
Asking for evidence?
asking for evidence and that kind of thing. Like you'll see, like even when somebody is actually pulling their phone out to record the person being recorded is like, "Why are you filming me? Why are you filming me?" So there's a whole lot of
Because bitch, you're in the wrong. That's why you're being filmed.
exactly. So, and then, like you said, in this culture, you ain't pretty much got no choice but to film what's going on because that's the best way to prove your innocence. But everybody's trying to shy away from that because they're like, don't film me, don't film me, don't film me. So you can't have evidence.
I mean, that's it's
Well,
something.
some
It's
well,
still
it's two things. It's never that simple. Some people don't want to get filmed because they're doing something naughty, and some people just feel like we're at an age where can I have some damn privacy? Like everything I'm doing doesn't need to be on TikTok, Instagram without my permission. It's just like back in the day when everything started to kick up, like the MySpace era, when Facebook first started. You take pictures with groups of people, and because they look good in the picture, they want to post it, and you got to say, hey, 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 hey. Hey, don't post that
Don't
picture.
post that. Crop me
I
out.
looked at your
Oh,
face.
Right, right.
that made, that,
Don't do that.
that made me think of the Donald Sterling situation with the Clippers, the previous owner of the Clippers.
Yeah.
How he had that conversation that was supposed to be
Mhm.
private, but somehow his
Yeah.
phone conversations got leaked, and that's how he ended up having to sell the Clippers.
Yep. Greatest day ever. Greatest day. We are
Greatest day.
also in a culture where you want people to think and do things for us. No one wants to do research and
And reach
reach
their
their
own
own
conclusions.
conclusion. Yeah, but that's not an age. That's not in the culture now. That's always been the way.
Mhm.
Propaganda
That's why.
has been a
That's why
thing.
news has been
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, propaganda has been a thing since the beginning of time. How did we learn history? We learn history from the version of your country. Uh,
Yeah.
and we learn as
Yeah.
you get
People who
older, the
won.
history you were taught is wrong.
Hmm.
There's so many things that aren't taught and were wrong. So even when you do the research, where are you getting the research from? You
Now you got to
know,
verify that research, and that's what people don't want to do. They rather just
yeah,
believe the
that's
first
a
thing
lot
they
of
read.
work. And if
Right.
it wasn't so much, if you've ever been to school and had to do, I was going to get a PhD before I failed to get it. The amount of freaking resources they would want was driving me insane.
Citation.
Hmm.
God bless.
Yeah,
I hate.
resources, the citation. And here's the one thing I did. My uncle tells a story. I literally got 70 sources for this paper I wrote, and my professor says, you didn't cite enough. I said, okay. He said, did you do an exhaustive review? I said, no. Then go back. I got like 20 more. He said, you still haven't done an exhaustive review. I did like 20 more. So now we're like getting close to 150.
One,
And
yeah.
he's like, do you know why you haven't done an exhaustive review? You've got 120 citations up here, and not one of them disagree with you.
So you just want to like a
I,
counter argument?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't get it until I wrote another paper, and I spent like 2 months on this paper, and then I found two resources that disagreed with me, and it turned out they were right. So I was in tunnel vision. I was just looking for
hmm
people who agree with my point, and the problem with that is you don't hear the opposition.
Yeah.
So you can follow something that you think is right for so long, and then find out too late that it's wrong.
while I agree with
I think
that,
that's a
I
lot
felt
with
like
religion.
he could have definitely told you in a better way as opposed to go do more citations.
He
Yeah.
could have,
Yeah.
but he also told, he could have, but he also
That's
told
messed
us.
up.
He also told us this before, and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, well,
I was doing like Ian. I was looking at my phone in class.
Definitely gonna have that
Yeah.
phone.
You got Funko Pops in the cart right now.
that's crazy.
Maybe.
It is crazy. So Lucas,
Yes, sir.
you've been the quietest on this episode today.
I have.
Why is that?
I'm still breaking out of my shell.
A lot
No,
on
this
That's
is
mind.
your
awesome.
fourth
There's,
episode.
but there's also like a lot of stories that I also have like no experience on, like the Clippers stuff and some other stuff. I have no idea what you guys were talking about. So
You're not.
it's interesting for me to like just gain all this knowledge and get your guys' opinions because it
He said,
just
"I'm the student right here. I'm just
adds to my
listening."
references. Yeah.
I
So
feel it.
I
Oh, you
apologize
just
for being
like
a
to
little quiet.
be, you just like to be young and just
Be a sponge
get the knowledge and the sponge up from the older people.
and
Is that what
then
it
dip
is?
and leave. Yeah, that's why you got that older girl with you. I see what you
Yeah,
did.
and then he gonna have a conversation with
Right.
her. Look, he
Uh-huh.
think he's slick.
It
Uh-huh.
leads you the right way.
I peep
Hey,
game from miles away, my guy. I peep
whoa,
game.
he think
You
he's
gotta
slick. They're
see
gonna be
right
having a
through me.
conversation, and he gonna be like, "Yeah, it's like that. You know, when that Darnold Sterling thing happened, she's gonna go, huh?" He's like, "Yeah." He's
Like,
gonna
oh,
break it down for her. He think he's
hmm he
You
gonna be
have a
giving
good
side.
conversation with her now.
I'm
He's gonna be
learning
like,
every
"Yeah, girl, you
day.
don't do your research. Yeah, I got you."
Right. Probably taking notes.
so
Look
you're
at
not
Yes,
me.
sir.
use me
Well,
as
Shit,
your.
not today.
Lucas.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Well, hey, it's a we made some light jokes, but you got to. It is a very serious, heavy um, topic to talk about because it's hard to talk about it because you get a lot of people going, what, you don't believe them? And it's like, no, that's not it. But sometimes Bill Burr did a good one. He says, why are we not allowed to ask questions?
Right.
If you get bit by a snake and they come up, don't they ask questions? Where was the snake? What color was it? Were you fucking with it? Did you smack it on? Like, what were you doing to get bit by this snake?
Right.
They won't answer. They're too embarrassed. So therefore, that's why they don't want you to ask these questions.
No, that's like when Lucas's mom asked him, why does the vacuum cleaner keep breaking?
Man, I don't want to hear that.